Good afternoon and welcome then. It's just after 3 o'clock on Monday the 15th of June, and it's that time of the afternoon, that time of the day where we have on Rovers TV our usual weekly Q&A. And today it pleases me to say we have got Featherstone royalty joining us today. There's lots of words that could sum up this player, but for me, there's only one that I think is bereft of him, and that is inspirational. So joining us for today's Q&A is none other than Captain Fantastic himself, James Lockwood. Good afternoon, Lockie.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, sound, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're looking well.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, you're looking well, mate.
Yeah, good. Nice and got it nice and short on top. Not suffering from not getting to barbers, like we said.
Lockdown cutting it, skinhead.
Have you been to Turks in Feathers? That's who's doing them.
Oh no, I don't think they're open yet. I'll be going when they're open. Me and Josh usually like to go.
It gives a discount, doesn't it, to all you guys?
It does to Josh, I think. He's messed it up that many times.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. So, welcome to this. Obviously, if you've seen these before, we'll ask you a few questions about yourself, James, and then we'll move on to your rugby career. We'll also talk a little bit about your rugby journey as well along the way. We'll give you a chance to spill the beans on a few teammates with a few questions about the boys. From that, some quick fire questions as well, just one word answers will do. And then hopefully, we will have some questions from the viewers and people who've pre-sent questions in already to ask you, James, from the fans and the adoring masses that are your, how can I put it, your loyal subjects, if you like. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about where you first started out in rugby league, Lockie.
Well, I played football when I was younger at junior school, and that. And a lot of my friends were into playing football, so I played football. And then 2 or 3 lads in my year at school, at junior school, had started playing rugby at Charleston, and went down training a few times down there, and trained a couple of times, signed on, and played like weekend after, and loved it from there. And then I used to play football and rugby up until a certain age, and then I wasn't very good at football, so stuck with rugby.
So what position did you start out in then, Lockie?
Well, when we were younger, you don't really have positions. I think I was about 9 or 10 when I started, and then I would have stand off at one bit, and then second row, loose forward, but stand off for a lot of juniors in that, which were a bit strange because I wasn't that fast.
And if you'd have gone on to play football, then what's the football team you'd have followed?
If I'd have played football,
yeah, or even now, if you could have made it as a professional footballer,
who would I played for?
Yeah,
probably Leeds. Like I do follow football a bit, but I'm not a mad fan like some of them. I like Leeds to win. Don't mind Barnsley.
All right, mate. Right.
No, I'm not a die-hard football fan, but I hope Leeds get promoted in that this year. I'd like to see them in Premier League again.
I think you've just said there what quite a lot of die-hard Leeds fans are asking is or wanting is obviously to get into Premier, but they want to do it right.
I think
season cancel, malarkey, go up.
I think they should do. I hope they do anyway. They deserve to, don't they?
Yeah, it'll be good, mate. It'll be good. Looking back over your rugby career, obviously you've had many highlights, and there's probably been some lowlights as well that you've experienced. But if we talk about you first going to Featherstone Rovers, now you started out, if I'm right, at Dewsbury. Is that in 2009?
Yeah, I signed with them. I played in Wakey under 21s and that, and I didn't get offered to stay on with them. Then I went back playing amateur at Charleston. We had a good amateur team at the time, and then a bloke who were coaching me there at the time, Johnny Agar, he'd played in Australia years ago, and Rich Agar had. And they offered me a chance to go over there to play for the same club they did. So me and one of the other lads, who were all good mates, we both went over there, had a year. And then when I came back from Australia, signed with Charleston again, and then Dewsbury phoned me to go down training with them. And I think I trained with him for a few weeks, and then got a chance to play with him. They're in League One at the time, but once I got in team, then I stayed in team and went unbeaten that season in League One. I think I played last 10 or 11 games. And obviously got promoted and stayed with him then in Championship.
Well, you made 57 appearances and 7 tries for Dewsbury, so you obviously knew how to find your way to the line.
Yeah. When I first signed, I was playing prop and stuff, and then ended up playing it second row there, so I got a few more tries.
And then chance comes about in 2012 for you to move across and join Featherstone Rovers. How did that come about?
I actually agreed to sign with Fev year before, when Andy Bostock and Bryn Powell signed. And I'd agreed a contract and been and met Powell a few times. And then my coach at Dewsbury heard that I would go in and got in my head a bit and told me that he didn't see me playing much at Featherstone, and they're a good team, and I'd be a bit part player and be playing up bench and stuff like that. So he persuaded me to staying over here at Dewsbury. So I had to ring Darryl Powell, which wasn't right nice, and tell him that I was staying at Dewsbury. And then obviously played with them. I think we got relegated that year, or nearly relegated, I can't remember, at Dewsbury, and Powell came back in again, which I was lucky. I didn't think he would do. And signed with them in 2012.
And so obviously you joined Rovers 2012, and then you slowly but surely work your way up, and then eventually you become captain. So what's that feel like for you, Lockie?
Oh, great, yeah. Really proud to be captain and that. And when Carrie asked me last year, I was, like I said, it was so proud, such a proud thing for me. I played under some great captains at Feb, and I was just shocked when he asked me, really, and just glad to do it. Looked forward to doing it, and really enjoyed doing it last year.
Well, there's a bit of a battle royal going on between you and old Choo Cooper himself over the appearance stakes. I've got you down at 130 at the minute, and I don't think he's that far behind you. But to your credit, Lockie, you've got 24 tries.
Yeah, 24 tries. I don't get many now. I used to get a few when I went second row, but I don't get many now.
Well, what I want you to do is talk us through all 24 of them.
Can't remember last then.
I'm joking, Lockie. I'm joking, mate. I'm joking.
I bet Coops could remember all of his, though. He'd talk you through all of his.
He reeled them all off, mate. He knew every single one. It was strange because they were all 70 metres.
Yeah.
So you went from Dewsbury, you came to Featherstone. Did you ever have a desire, Lockie, to play any other position, or did you always know you wanted to be second row, loose forward?
Yeah, I played when I was younger and amateur, and then when I first at Dewsbury, I saw myself as a second rower. More of a second rower, but because I was fit and used to do quite a lot of work, I used to get put into middle sometimes. But I don't mind playing either of them, really. Now I see myself more, obviously, playing at middle. I don't think, probably not as quick now for back row, but I've enjoyed playing both. If you get a lot better ball in second row and you aren't going to do as much work, but I enjoy playing both.
It's up. Bill Webbo's not listening to that, mate. Second row, boys, you don't have to do as much. It'll be flogging them guys now, mate.
It's just not. No, they have to do a lot. You can do a lot in second row, but it's just more in middle. It's non-stop in it. You can have a breather sometimes in second row, especially if it's always on the other side of the field.
Did you find it hard, stepping up from Charleston to Dewsbury and then stepping from Dewsbury to Featherstone? Was it something that you took to quite easily, or were it a big step, or big steps along the way?
Like when I first signed at Dewsbury training, they were really hard. Coach at the time, Warren Jowett, he had everyone super fit and when I first went there, first few weeks, I thought I was in really good shape and fit, and I was only like youngish lad then, 22 or whatever. And first few weeks training with them killed me. It was like non-stop, it really hard. And then when I moved from Dewsbury to Featherstone, it was just a lot more like technical, and like Ryan Sheridan and Paolo, they were very technical and had a lot of drills, and took me a bit of getting used to. It was a lot different to how we played at Dewsbury and how they defended. And like for first month, I found it really hard, like adjusting to how they played. But the good coaches, and once you settle in and learn what they want you to do, it's been all right, really.
Who would you say in your career, Lockie? Who would you say is one of the hardest players that you've come up against?
I don't know. There's some tough players some very tough players in Championship and that, but I think hardest I've ever been hit and tackled were off Thomas Lulaway at Wigan. Run straight at him and he bent me in half and couldn't breathe for about 10 minutes. So he was definitely hardest I've ever hit. And I don't know, I always think Dane Manning's quite tough at Batley. I like how he plays. He's a tough player. When he was playing second row, we always had decent battles against each other.
Yeah, it's quite nuggety, isn't he? He'll get in there with you, at you.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. You've been at Fev 8 years or so. So obviously you'll see a lot of change at the club as well, Lockie.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah,
it?
I mean, yeah. There's not many. Well, there's no players left now from when I first signed. Like, I think. Well, yeah, Coops and Bussy were here when I first signed. They were both in reserves then. But like a lot of lads that I first played with them first few years, about a lot's retired or finished or moved on there. And coaches, we've had about 4 or 5 coaches in that time as well. So it's always changing.
Do you find obviously you know when you're playing in that pack, you kind of know what your role is, but then a different coach will come in and they'll always ask you to do something a little bit different. How adaptable are you, Lockie? How easy for you do you find it?
I think that especially if you're playing middle, I think your job's more or less, every middle's job is run hard, tackle hard, and now you do a bit of ball handling and stuff like that, but I think your role don't change too much. Like in second row, it can change a bit different, and you might run different lines and stuff. But you've got to be adaptable, haven't you? If coach wants you to, if he tells you what to do, you've got to be able to do it, or he'll just get someone else to play there.
What advice would you give to, say, a young lad who's just starting out on his own rugby league career journey?
Just train hard and just try and enjoy it while you're doing it. You always play better when you're enjoying yourself, and train hard, listen to advice what people's got to give you.
Who would you say has had a big influence on your career, Lockie? Who's been your go-to person?
Obviously my dad helped me get me into rugby. He used to play in that, and he took me all over when I was younger, and comes watches me everywhere and all over the country and stuff. So him, and then just like older players that I played with and stuff, and just like coaches from right through from amateur, from when you're like smaller right up until now. You take some off every coach, really, don't you? And stuff like that, they can all influence you.
Yeah, I suppose it's about you should never stop learning, should you? Really?
Yeah.
You should always be willing to try new things as well, I suppose.
Yeah, you're always learning, never too old.
As the skipper, then you almost led the club to Super League last year. How much did you enjoy that run? In the playoffs.
No, I last year I enjoyed all that season, and we set off a bit slow in that, but we didn't have long training together, and we were a bit behind people at the start of the season. And as it went on, I think like from like that win we had at Summer Bash against York, I think then we started to realise what we could do. And by the time we got to playoffs, I was confident. And that first win over Lee, we went over there and it was a tough game, like bad conditions, and just really enjoyed it. Everyone just worked really hard for each other and ground win out. And then I thought, after that win, then I thought there's no reason why we can't beat anyone now.
Yeah, there was a real sense of coming together, wasn't there? You know, after that win.
Towards the end, everyone were just buzzing off each other and excited and knew what we were capable of doing. And I mean, you've got to look at people like before that final, some players that we lost as well. Like Brad Day had been massive all year. Josh Walters had been massive. Kingy missed quite a few playoff games and that. And we still all got together and managed to get the wins up until the final.
Yeah, it's as you say, you take Kingy out, you take Brad Day out, and it's a chunk in it, you know. And how you
they've probably been as two of his best players, if not his best players all year.
Yeah, it's how you battle on in it. But you get to Toronto, taking the result out of the equation. What was the experience like for you?
It was good. It was exciting, and like I said, everyone all build up to it. The 3 or 4 weeks before, we were just buzzing, and we'd said all along we wanted another crack at Toronto. They'd never blown us away. They'd like beat us by I think 4 points. I don't know if it was 6 or 2 in previous games, and we weren't scared of playing them, and we were quite looking forward to it. We wanted another crack at Toulouse after we lost to them in just before playoffs. We got robbed out of it a bit really. So we said we wanted another crack at them. We did them, and then we wanted to get over to Toronto and beat them, but just fell short.
Yeah, I think it showed as well, didn't it? There was this real desire, you know, amongst the guys that were playing. That you know, we can kind of do this, can't we? And that belief was evident, I think, and it stands out even now. You know, you can see that. You look at sort of like this season as well, then Lockie, and obviously a few changes, a few departures, few new arrivals. How do you feel the new guys that have come in have gelled into the team, and the trip to Valencia? Do you think that was a major point in getting that team bonding right?
Yeah, I think everyone's settled in great and that, and all good lads that signed, and I think we've got a good team spirit at Fev anyway, and we always try and make people welcome, and everyone's slotted in nicely. And like I say, it's good to them trips to Valencia, like Alicante, they're good. Get all lads together, you can have some long days together training, have a beer and that. You get to meet different lads, spend a bit more time, and it's nice.
Yeah, because I think as you know, and I know I've spoke to you sort of like early season when we started, that you know, we set off on a great pace, and to me, going to London and getting that win in London really put a marker down, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it was a good result that, and I think we let them get a few late tries too. I think we were comfortable, and I think it really just clicked that game, knowing Webster had been trying to get us to play how he wanted us to play, and I think it clicked that game, and people started understanding the role a bit better, and we not eased off, but we let them back in it towards the end. I thought we were going to nil them at one bit, and we're miles better side.
Yeah. With obviously things that are developing and stuff like that, we're all hoping that the season can get back on track, be it in whatever form that is, Lockie. How much are yourself and how much are the rest of the lads looking forward to and raring to get going again?
Yeah, we're all training and running, and we all still talk and stuff on as WhatsApp group and phone each other. And I think everyone's just about fed up now being at home and ready to get back into it. I mean, we set off season well. I think we've got a great side this year, so we're itching to get back. I think we've got real chance to do something. and we had some momentum with us before it all got stopped. So we just need to get back to it. Keep training hard while we're on our own, and make sure we're ready to go when we do get back.
And obviously, I know you're training and obviously doing your own regime. Is there a bit of stick between you and the other guys as to who's keeping up the fitness levels and who's not?
Yeah, well, Greg sends us sessions through every week, and there's an app called Strava, and you have to like log your runs on that and log your times. And I don't know who Coops has been getting to do his, but I think he'd give Mo Farah a run for his money at minute.
Is that Deliveroo guys doing his, Annie?
I don't know who he's getting to do it, but they're fast, whoever they are. He's either doing that or he's doing it on a push bike, I think.
Looking at the squad that we've got for this 2020 season, how strong do you feel it is? Is it one of the strongest squads that you've played in whilst you've been at Ted?
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the strongest. Look at players they've brought in, like Brett Ferris is still a very, very, very good player and international, and Craig Hall, like he brings a bit of class and that at back. And I just think we've signed well this year. We've got cover for a number of positions and that, and think hopefully if we can keep everyone fit, I think it's the strongest squad we've had in a long time.
Dia obviously being captain, Lockie, and obviously there are a few younger lads as well, on the fringes of the squad as well. So how important is it to to set a standard for them to follow?
Yeah, they're all young lads that's training at minute. They all train well, and they know the job and stuff, and they know what they've got to do. And I think as a team, it's just important that you all train hard together and come switched on. Like part-time teams, you don't get as much time together as full-time teams. So every night when we come together, it's just about everyone being switched on and getting best out of it we can in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, making that session count. Yeah, and putting that time in and making sure that it's all good stuff. Right then, we're going to move on, Lockie, and I'm going to ask you some questions now about your teammates. You can be as nice and honest as you want, mate. And obviously, any juicy tidbits that you want to share, feel free.
Yeah.
Who in the squad has the worst taste in music?
I don't know really, because I don't know who. I don't know what everyone listens to. Coops likes alright music. He likes a lot of the same stuff as me, and if he's in charge at speaker, he's not bad. Blackie's probably got worse taste. Like puts loads of MC and stuff on what you can't even understand what they're saying, and loads of banging. So probably Blackie.
Who's always bugging everyone in WhatsApp groups? Who's always messaging?
Probably Josh. He just takes pictures of people all the time and posts them in WhatsApp group, saves. I think he's got a folder like on every player, pictures what he's saved off internet and stuff, and posts them in all the time.
I'm glad you quantified that as players, because I just got an image there of Josh running around taking random pictures of anybody and just sending it around lads.
Just sending about pictures of all lads. He's got folders on people, and that is a bit weird.
All right, he's making his own dossier then. Who would you least like to be stuck on a desert island with?
I don't know. No one really. I'm trying to think.
Who do your head in most, Lockie?
Probably Coops. Just because he thinks he's a bit of a singer and that. And if he started singing, I couldn't cope him singing all the time. That's fancies himself as a bit of a singer, and he just breaks out in songs all the time. So
a bit of a crooner.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to get the old karaoke competition going then.
Yeah, he's not bad. He only knows a few. Like he only sings the same songs every time we go out. So.
Who would you like to go for a pint with the most? Who would you, say go for a beer with?
Well, I usually, if we go for a pint, it's usually Bussy and Josh, but that's because they just live local and they're always up for a pint. Josh will go for a pint with anyone anytime. He don't miss many. So probably them two, yeah. But I'd have a drink with any lads. Like I say, we all get on well. Everyone's sound, and go for a drink with anyone.
And I've got a little bit of inside information that you and Hawley quite like a little beer.
Yeah, I like to chat with Hawley and a beer. Yeah, but you see, he don't stay out after games and that much because he lives over in Hull, doesn't he?
All right, mate.
Quite private though, Hawley. He likes to sit on his own a lot of the time.
Yeah, he's first to admit he's a very insular guy, isn't he? He's happy in his own company. But
it's quite funny though, Hawley. It's funny. He chimes in with some one-liners now and again, and then just walks off. That's enough for him.
Drops the mic and goes.
Yeah.
Who would you not go for a beer with?
Probably Dakota.
Yeah. Dakota
Wiley. Yeah, 'cause he just makes stories up all the time, unbelievable stories, what's never happened.
Are you looking forward to when he actually comes back and plays?
Yeah, he's been training hard and he's back running and that now. He's not looking far off, so yeah.
Yeah.
Same with anyone who's been out injured a long time. It's nice to see him back playing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think put all effort in and don't rehab. They deserve to get back playing and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think he'll come back and hopefully, come back like a house on fire, really, because he gives you that impression he's hungry, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's already told Blackie that he's going to have his shirt. I think so.
Has he?
Yeah.
Who's the funniest member of the squad?
A lot of people have said Josh, but he's just loudest and probably non-stop like that. I think Ollie's quite funny. Like I say, he's quite dry and got a few one-liners and pulls a few funny faces. But yeah, I'd say Ollie.
Who's of the wingers that we've got? Who would you say is slowest?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I reckon Gaz Gale's probably fastest. Then I don't know. Dakota and Blackie. I don't know. Who'd win in that.
All right, mate. You can say Blackie if you want, mate. It's
it might be Blackie. He's more powerful, Blackie, isn't he?
Yeah, he's more of short distance, isn't he?
Yeah, powerful, and people can't get him to floor.
Who out the whole team would you like to get to know better?
Trying to think. I know them all really now. I think probably Parata and I haven't spoken to him as much as some other guys. Like probably Dean.
All right.
Could tell me some stuff, I bet.
Yeah, he's
interesting facts.
Yeah, he's a professor, isn't he? The knowledgeable guy. He's I
think he thinks he is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, okay. Time for some quick fire questions coming at you. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Sweets or crisps?
Crisps.
Brown sauce or ketchup?
Ketchup.
Pineapple on your pizza or pineapple off your pizza?
Off. I do like pineapple, but just not on pizzas.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Early morning or night bird?
Night bird.
Night out with the lads or a night in with the missus?
Night out with lads. Definitely now. Got enough nights in with missus. Although during lockdown, definitely due a few nights out when pubs open.
Would you rather win the league or win the Challenge Cup?
Probably league if it meant promotion and that. If it meant we got into Super League, yeah.
Old Trafford or Wembley?
Wembley.
Club or country?
Club.
Greg Stebbings or Paul March?
Greg. Hopefully he'll look after me a bit now. Won't put me in out top groups at running and stuff.
Yeah, he'll take it easy on you now, will Greg, mate. It's just marching that'll kill you.
Yeah, I can handle marching.
The junction or the railway?
We were going in junction a bit last year, but I used to like last Audit's railway, but probably junction last year, but it's shut down now, so.
Those are the little bit of a quick fire questions that we've got for you, Lockie, and time's moving on. So what we'll do now, I've got some questions in from people that have joined us, the fans, etc. Alexa Atkinson asks, what has been your highlight of the time that you've had at Fev?
I think probably like that as playoff run last year were good, just the whole buzz around it and that, and how excited all fans were and that. And then obviously when we beat Cass in Challenge Cup, that was a big game, local derby and big crowd, and that was a massive feeling beating them.
Liam Green asks, who was your rugby idol growing up? Which team did you follow?
I followed Wakey mainly, like. But I'd say my idol would probably either Andy Farrell or Sculthorpe, probably when I'm growing up. Probably Sculthorpe.
Yeah, I can go with that. Sam Webster asks if Lockie is one of the people behind the Luke Cooper Choo Choo Twitter account.
I'm not, unfortunately, no.
You're not taking credit for that, Lockie?
No, I wish I were. I wish I could take credit, but no, it's not me.
Are you sure?
I'm not quite sure who that. I'm not quite sure who it was. I thought it was Josh at one bit, but I don't think it is. I think it was some Lancashire lads behind that. Them long bus rides home after training. I think they started that off.
Ah, right. You're amongst friends, Lockie. You know, if you want to share, just share.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not 100% sure who it is, like, but someone from over that way, I think.
Scott Chegg asks, what do you think to the new signing that was announced yesterday? And obviously, what was the all the lads' reactions to it when it was announced?
Yeah, it looked some player like, doesn't he? Watching his highlights and that, and he's playing in NRL, so he can't be bad at all. And I think he looks a great signing. I think he can play a number of positions, like anywhere in his spine. And all lads everyone's just excited. I think all fans are excited as well. I think it'll strengthen us really well, especially that he can cover a number of positions. I think Chizzy I asked Chizzy if he were any good, and he said, yeah, he's good, but it's not as good as me. So.
Well, it's competition for places now, isn't it? You know, Chizzy's going to step up to the plate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Adam Newby asked us to ask you, can you tell us what song you sang on the bus on the way back from London?
What song? We've sung loads, I think. What song I sung?
Yeah, what song you sung?
I think I sung My Girl, I think. I was going to sing American Pie, and then someone sung it just before me, so I couldn't think of many other songs. I think I sung My Girl.
All right, mate. Right. What was that like then, coming back from London on that bus? Because I spoke to you just before you got on the bus, and you seemed well ready to live it up.
Like I say, it was a good win, and we were happy with his performance, and we had a few beers on the way home. Nothing stupid, only a few, but yeah, it was good atmosphere. everyone getting up singing and that. We had a good laugh.
Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. Well, Lockie, we're getting towards the end of this Q&A now, and I've got to say a big thanks, mate. It's good to see you again. It's good to looking at you, seeing that you're so well, mate, and obviously managing to get through all this lockdown and COVID stuff that we're all in. Have you got a very, very quick message, Lockie, to the fans?
Just for them to keep behind us, and hopefully we're back sooner rather than later, and make sure they're down and supporting us if we're allowed crowds and stuff, and just don't lose interest with it. Like I said, we've got a great squad together this year, and hopefully we can get back to it and push for promotion.
And obviously coming back to it, Lockie, you're obviously itching to get back out there on the park.
Yeah. Everyone, like I say, all lads are. It's been gone on long enough, really, now, hasn't it? And we're all training at home. Everyone's ready to get back. We've just stepped up as training again because they said there might be a chance of us starting back training soon. So everyone's just itching to get back at it now. Good
stuff. Well, Lockie, it's been great speaking to you again, mate, as I say, and really appreciate that you've given us some time today and shared that little bit of an insight into your rugby league journey. For the fans here on Rovers TV, so I thank you for that. As I say, guys, we do one of these every week. Who it'll be next week, we don't know yet, but
I think he keeps asking why they haven't asked him yet. Bussy, I think he's after doing it.
Is he the old Bussy himself? Well,
he's usually got a bit to sell out, so.
All right, mate. Right. Well, I hope our team behind this are listening to that, and obviously we'll see if we can get Bussy on. But as far from me, guys, a massive thank you to Captain Fantastic James Lockwood. Stay safe, guys. Remember that COVID is still out there. Don't forget, you can buy your Featherstone Rovers face masks as well online. They're available. So get online and buy them. Have a safe time. Stay safe, guys. Great afternoon. Cheers, Lockie. All the best.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Goodbye, everybody.
Right, see you later. Cheers.
Cheers, Lockie.